Greetings from Salt Lake City, Utah. Today is Sunday, July 27th, 2025. It's 6:38 p.m. and we're going to check out some Halloween decorations at HomeGoods for the year 2025. Alright, so this particular HomeGoods store, you have the entrance there, and then all the Halloween stuff is right to your left. A lot of them, have different organizations. So this one, we start off, you see you've got some plush decorations. They really have a lot. You may wonder, why are you filming this at the beginning or end of July, near the beginning of August, a few months before Halloween, because that's when they get their fresh inventory in. So you want to see that stuff right away. If you come in here in October, you may see a very diminished inventory. And it's always nice to look at the prices of some of this stuff. Like this little decoration guy here is $15 for the Frankenstein. See these skeletons, those are heavier ones that you could place inside or outdoors. They have one big skeleton that's $300, although it's not quite as tall as some of those ones you would see like at Home Depot, I think. We'll try to do our best to show off some of these decorations. This is kind of unique, although it looks like, I think this one's busted off. There should be a third one that has the like 3 pots there. That's probably why they have this scratched off. You could probably negotiate that down. The skeleton skulls with the bird on top, that's $70. You have your stack of pumpkins. Geez, $100. I've been here many years. I always like to see what they have new, but sometimes the prices get even more. Like, I thought this bicycle with the witch was really cool, but that's $130. Even the little skeletons here, or mummies rather, are $25 holding the pumpkin. You can see the witch up top there, that's like $50. But there's always a nice variety. Sometimes year by year you see similar decorations. I'll try to point them out if I recognize any. Sometimes smaller ones like these have a better, more appropriate price range. That one's $25. I know one year we got a typewriter that looks somewhat similar to this. That one's $20. We got some nice candy corn and pumpkin related merchandise here. And again, a lot of this stuff would be more appropriate for indoors. If you look at the candy corn that's shaped like a bat, that one that's the witch. $15. You have some gnomes. I like something like this where this could go like in a kitchen or various shelf. That's $15. It's more of a year by year thing where over the years you try to add to your collection. Candle holder. Over the years there's a lot of witch decorations that I like, but we've been collecting skeleton things over the years, so adding a witch just wouldn't necessarily fit. Like something like this, I could see this being something we would maybe add, even though it's $20. Something you can add to like an end table. I am still a fan of these like certain pumpkin creatures. There was a different store that I was at the other day where it was decent price. It was like $8 or $9 for a skeleton with a pumpkin head, and he was doing a yoga pose. You can see other kinds of witches here. There's also a skeleton with a spell book. We got something like this one year where it's a stack of books. Price might be on the bottom of this one. 20 bucks. See, that's the thing. Sometimes you see a decoration, you think it'd be a little more pricey, and that one's has a better range. This one's also kind of cool. Stack of books again with the skeleton over it, and you've got some cats. And one of the things about HomeGoods every year is, and why it's good to shop early, is if sometimes there's that one decoration that just like catches your particular eye that would fit what you like to have. But they're not going to have like a ton of them. They may only have one or two in stock ever. So it's like, hey, you better buy it now, or otherwise you're going to lose out on it and have to either chase other stores. Yeah, again, there's another one where I'm talking about where it has like the books with a spider on top. But we already have one stack of books, so that's like the type of thing where I think it looks nice for the Halloween season. But I'm not necessarily looking to add that. Here's a countdown to Halloween. Kind of like that skeleton as well. And this is more of your traditional skeletons, along with the cat and the bigger witches. Let's see how much. These are sort of simple decorations that could go anywhere. Something like that is also $20. I was hoping I would see more decorations that cost like $15 or less. I mean, you do have some harvest and thankful decorations already. And that's sort of what this side is like. And you could use those for Halloween, of course, too. These are their more traditional Halloween decorations. More of the skeletons. Frankenstein. $17 for that, for example. You've got Bluey. I kind of dug this guy, but again, has some similarities to what we've had. That's $25. It's like a jack-o'-lantern dressed up professionally. Some more cool witches. Stack of 3 pumpkins. I'm going to guess this one's probably 24. Sometimes you just start getting a knack of it, although that one's only 20. Back here you've got Frankenstein pumpkin head for 17. And then down here, more witches. There is a toad on a pumpkin hanging out there. Little Jack Skellington. Stitch. It's not too often where I see like character things included in the HomeGoods decorations, like Sesame Street with him and a pumpkin. I wonder if that's more pricey. Yeah, $30. Or the Winnie the Pooh, $25. And we always have a bias for these things. Well, we already have a lot of these, like probably like 10 of these type of things at home, and that we actually keep up year round, not just for Halloween. And that's actually one of the better prices, $17. And then they have some bigger versions of the similar stuff. This one's more heavy, so that's going to be $35. And full of glitter on my fingers now. Frankenstein, $25. So far, of all the things I've seen, like this one that I showed earlier might be one that still catches my eye. This one's also kind of unique because we don't have anything that's a globe. We also like things that would be like maybe catch other people's eyes if they enter the house. Alright, let's check out this aisle. This is probably the last remaining big aisle of Halloween stuff. that's just, you know, filled with it. Although this section here has more of those non-Halloween colors. You know, if you want to go for that theme, this wouldn't necessarily fit anything that we're interested in, but it's still noteworthy. You know, that's why we're showing the video, show what's new this year. This one's a little comedic, but again, wouldn't necessarily fit the theme. But seeing I mean, if you set up like a scene, like sometime a water scene, you can imagine how you could fit that in it, where he's floating down the river. This is kind of cool. The 3 ghosts with the broom, $17. Sort of a candy house, $25. More ghost. And ghouls. Alright, now let's look on this side. So this kind of an oddity, because that's not mostly oh, it says clearance. Okay, I was just say that's not really a Halloween section. That's clearance, but the Halloween picks up back up here. You got your ceramic Christmas tree. Sort of in the back here, haunted house, that's $20. That we don't have a haunted house, so this should somewhat be intriguing. Seeing the ghost, and let's see what looks like. It lights up on the bottom there. I feel like it would light up in other spots. There's another haunted house back there, kind of a unique pumpkin stack back there as well. Some cats stacked up in mummy form. Then you've got a little bit of Hello Kitty merchandise. Some Mickey and Minnie, Bluey. Frankenstein going trick-or-treating. What is this? This looks like just a backbone ripped out in several pieces. And a few Snoopies. Oh, I did see this the other day. So they have a small version of this and a bigger version where it's a mummy holding his head. The smaller version is $15. I think the bigger version is probably $20. Sometimes you hate to lift this stuff. You don't want everything to go kaboom. I'll try it delicately. Yeah, $20. So yeah, that was one of the ones when I visited HomeGoods last week in a different spot, it caught my eye. What is this? It looks like a Skello dinosaur. Another Hello Kitty. And they also have some Day of the Dead type of merchandise, which isn't quite Halloween but still can fit the theme. Now there are other spots in the store that you can check out for some of the Halloween stuff. You just have to look around. Like, for example, we're out of the main Halloween section, but if you just go a little bit over here, you see more items, and there's still some unique ones. Like, if you want, I assume, like Elvis Presley, Hallows Eve, $30. This skeleton with the bowl, a little bit unique. You got this guy here, $15. Frankenstein blowing a bubble. And then some more witches. And then if You just start going through the other aisles. You can see, various candles related to Halloween time. If we cut down this aisle, oh, this is the one that was missing the third thing earlier. So they actually have a complete one here for $40. So you never know what aisles are going to see it. But again, if you're looking for maybe kitchenware, we've got some Snoopy and Peanuts stuff. Oftentimes you'll find Hello Kitty or Stitch. Some more kitchenware. Some baskets that still give a Halloween flavor. Various mugs. Down this aisle. Yeah, see, I was about to overlook this, and I'm with someone. They're kind of giving me some hints, like, hey, look down this aisle that you missed. There's some of the Hello Kitty decorations, other like Disney themed things, Mickey, Winnie the Pooh. So we keep on going this aisle. For example, you've got various tablecloths related to the Halloween season. I don't necessarily see it here, but certain aisles you'll often have table runners with the Halloween flair. All these end caps, like something like this may catch your eye and be like, oh yeah, I want that for a decoration. Or even this little RV, the candles. Here you got these various fleece blankets with the Halloween flavor. We already have Halloween pillows, but it's always kind of nice to look at what pillows they have in stock. This is a wider one. It's a little more pricey, but there's more of the blankets. This aisle has more fall themed pillows. These are more of like a Thanksgiving vibe to me. There might be a different aisle that has, oh, there's some more Halloween related pillows. I wonder if this one has any. At least have a ghost there. You just gotta kind of check anything and everything. A ghost, a soft pillow if you just want to add some Halloween stuff to your furniture for $25 to $20. Oh, here's the one that has more like direct Halloween themes to it. I know, like, I'm sort of right on top of the stuff, so it's kind of hard to tell on camera. But I'm just giving you a vibe of the massive inventory, because some people, have never been to a HomeGoods, so when I show them certain pictures or clips, they're like, man, what store is that? Here's some like life-size, not quite a pillow. It says decorative pillow, so you're more so supposed to like set it down. Something like that is $60. Yeah, I haven't seen these in previous years. $60. That's kind of cool how they have them though. You can see the size of them. You got the vampire, Frankenstein. Alright, let's see where else we may have some Halloween stuff. I'm just looping around. Even more pillows. You have a stack of, this could be served as a decoration. 3 pumpkins. Again, pricey a bit, $50. Some more pillows. Boy, someone went nuts on the pet bed section. Speaking of pets though, let's go down the pet toys. This aisle I don't really see it yet. I mean, there is a pumpkin here. There's usually a great pet Halloween themed section. Maybe it's just on an end cap. There it is. So if you want your pet to be happy for Halloween or in the festive spirit, you can get all these. Oh, we actually got this thing last year just for fun, but our Coco unfortunately made mincemeat out of that within like 5 minutes. We got some little guys, dog treats. Usually there's a few more creative dog toys, so either I missed it or they're just not in stock yet. I missed this earlier. This is the picture frame I was referencing, but they have another one here, which this might have been the one I saw at different HomeGoods, and I kind of like that. $13. Or they have just general frames that you could use and put your own picture in. Alright, so that does it for covering the HomeGoods Halloween decorations. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Thanks for looking at this early preview of Halloween from Salt Lake City, Utah.